Hey, welcome to Deadlock Downlow, where we give you the down low for Deadlock. And today I figured we're gonna do a Let's Meet Mira. How you doing, Mira?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic, or as good as I can be. But
I feel
uh,
that.
yeah, I mean we've had a good few weeks of Deadlock after the patches. We haven't seen you in a week or two either, so I figured what better way to come back than to have an episode just all about you today.
Hoo my
So
favorite.
yeah, I mean, I got questions already written out. It's kind of basically the questions I asked Frog, right? So I mean, what better way to get to know someone than to get to know how they came up with their name. So how did you come up with Mira? Like, where did Mira come from?
So for me, I'm a huge RPG nerd. I love my MMOs, and when I was 10 years old, I started playing a little game you may have heard of called World of Warcraft.
Ah, yes.
And my first character that I made in the great year of 2011
Mm-hmm.
uh was named, let's see, Mira.
Okay.
So I quite literally just took the first four letters of that name and made that my name.
Miri Lesa. Did you wait? Was it the random name generator and WoW?
Yep, it was the
Okay,
random name
yeah,
generator. It was the random
yeah,
name generator too. That's the best part.
yeah. I see you're
Fate
creative,
had it chosen for me.
huh?
Fate chose it for me.
Fate chose it for you, and now you're Mira, and now you play
Mhm.
Mina. So it all works out in the end.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, I mean, I use ChatGPT for my name, so you're better than me. Anyways,
To each their own.
I know, yeah. I mean, yeah. Everyone finds their way, and sometimes it may come to you in a random generator. Like Childish
Yeah, I
Gambino, he
mean,
came up with his name through a random name generator online.
is that true?
Yeah, Childish Gambino, Donald Glover. Yeah, he went to one of those websites where it's like oh, you come up with a rap name or like random rap name generator, right?
That's insane, actually.
And then it came up with Childish Gambino, and he ran with it ever since.
That's iconic. I can't lie. I mean,
It's yeah,
props to the generator.
it's
It
it's
was cooking.
so it's so random, but it's just like random enough to where it kind of like it just sounds It sounds artistic, right? Not I mean both.
Both, yeah.
It's like
Both kinds.
childish Gambino. It's not too serious, and it has I don't know what the fuck Gambino even means, but it sounds
I just think of the word
cool.
Bambino.
Bambino,
Like, I think Bowser said that once or something.
Bambino.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
that's all that comes to mind when I hear the name.
I mean that's a dope name. Now you're Mira and Deadlock. Mira DL baby.
Mira DL.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you played World of Warcraft, so I mean, what other games have you played before Deadlock? Where did you come
Before
from?
Deadlock?
Yeah, because Deadlock came out last year. In a way, it came out last year ish. But there was a time before Deadlock, and what
There
was
was. There was.
what was Mira? What was Mira doing?
Um, I think we should go a little bit further back. Shout outs to my boy Deathy. He's a
Oh,
real one who knows this.
okay.
I grew up and mostly played competitively TF2.
Ooh,
That is the game I
TF2
was born and raised on.
competitively.
I'm a certified TF2 veteran. Yeah, I used to scrim and play Deadlock TF2 competitively in EU and NA. I would
Ah,
scrim against EU teams
did you
on like
play with
150
or
ping.
against Deathy at all?
I've never played against Deathy actually.
Hmm.
There's like some random ass coincidence that like 7 years ago that happened, and if it did, that's like low key legendary. That's lore. But shout out to all the TF2 boomers that are playing Deadlock. You guys are fucking legends.
Yeah,
Real
no, it's
ones
dope.
know.
I played Team Fortress, but like I played one, played a little bit of two, but it just never caught me. I mean, I'm not really into those games. Like I was never really into Overwatch either. I'm a MOBA guy. That's where I came from. Those are my roots.
The MOBA roots.
My MOBA
Yeah.
roots.
Uh Despite what people see from me content wise, Deadlock is my first MOBA. So like
Ah,
me going into it is just completely blind to the MOBA scene.
yeah.
Um I was raised good. My dad, when I was a kid, put me onto Valve games like the Half-Life and Portal series,
Oh yeah,
and eventually that got into playing a lot of Team Fortress 2 and Counter-Strike. And those have
yeah.
always just been like long-time loves for me.
Oh, I love. I mean, my first game was probably Half Life. I'm old, so my first game
I
was
mean,
probably Half Life One. Not, I don't know if it was my first game, but it was one of my first games was Half Life One, and I played it on my. I think back then I had a computer with 256 kilobytes of RAM, or something like that crazy.
damn, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
on a
I
CD
think
and everything.
that's insane. I think my first game I ever played was on the original Xbox, the good old Halo Combat Evolved.
Ooh, yeah, yeah, classic.
I grew up on the classics.
Yeah,
Good old Halo.
Halo was good. I used to play a ton of Halo 2 as well. Those are the good old days. Like the days of no worries, you know. Just go
Yeah,
on.
no stress. Just
Yeah.
have fun.
Xbox with the boys. After
Yeah,
school.
it's a great time. Great time to be alive.
Yeah. What other games have you played other than TF2? TF2 were your roots, right?
TF2 is
Half-Life,
probably
Valve
my biggest
games,
root.
but
I would say the second game that I played like a ton competitively is probably Overwatch.
okay.
I used to grind the hell out of that game. I reached like I think Diamond, Tank, and then Master on damage and support.
Mhm.
I there's a bit of a theme a lot of people notice with the characters I play in Deadlock, but
Okay.
it kind of roots back to every other game I play. I love movement characters.
Right.
Any character where you get to go faster than like anybody else,
Mhm.
like it just feels fun. Like being
Yeah.
able to just go like mock Jesus
I mean,
and
like,
just
no,
fly
same
across the
here.
map.
I mean, me too. I love playing the moving characters as well. I mean, I'm playing Pocket right now, but like in Dota, I used to play the Pocket Puck, which is what the name is, and then any teleport character is what I love.
No, really like scary fact. I have
Huh?
like 100+ hours clocked on Wrecking Ball and Overwatch.
100
Like
plus hours.
an unhealthy amount of time just dedicated to learning all of like the tech to grapple with that damn ball.
Yeah.
Um, but I'd also play a lot of Genji and Tracer. I love
Okay.
my like fast paced like
Yeah, yeah,
dive.
yeah. Fast
Every
pace.
character where I get to be fast as fuck and just dive in and like do some crazy shit.
Mm.
That's my
It's
forte.
like
I'll play them all
using
day.
mechanics or movement for your outplay instead of like,
Yeah.
I know some people like love like M1 character, like M1 players are like out aiming their opponents, right? There's movement involved, but then it's mostly just like or with tanks, right? With frontliners, your gameplay is more or less just to outlast your opponent. But the characters you like,
I like to think I'm a little blessed to be a bit of a jack of all trades. I think I
mhm.
have really good tracking and aim,
Yeah,
but I think my specialization will always be like that lash gameplay, that Mina gameplay, just going in and just
mhm.
fucking doing insane damage and like using movement as my
Yeah,
mechanics to outplay people.
yeah,
That's what's always the most fun. Because especially like at a higher level too in Deadlock, it feels like the only way you can gap people beyond just mechanically and like pressing your buttons at a right time better
yeah,
than the other person is like gapping them with movement and like
yeah,
getting away from them, out
yeah.
positioning them. That's the real fun for me.
No, no, yeah. I mean, that's why we love the game of Deadlock. They give you the opportunity to do all these things because like the movement system is so nice in this game. Like the reason why I didn't like playing Overwatch or TF2 was because the outplayability wasn't enough for me. Like I like the opportunity of like let's say doing a better build than somebody, right? Or the opportunity of like the movement system in this game. Like I like playing Apex Legends, right? Wall
Oh, I
bounces
love
and
it.
climbs. Yeah, it felt good. It felt smooth. But then with Overwatch, Marvel Rivals, and TF2, you felt kind of cornerstoned into just left, right, forward jumps. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think games like Deadlock and Apex, what I like about them is that in other games like Overwatch,
Mhm.
TF2, Marvel Rivals, Valorant, any of those games, you're kind of like relegated to what your character has as their kit, and
Yeah.
you're kind of just more centralized on using your buttons effectively.
Hmm.
But what I like about Deadlock and Apex a lot, but especially Deadlock, is it
Mhm.
kind of gives everybody like an equal playing field.
Yeah.
Like these are the mechanics in the game to move around. Go fucking nuts. You can get like a ton of stamina on my Guinness and like fly in the sky if you really want
Yeah,
to. Like
exactly. Yeah.
like the world is your oyster. Just go crazy.
Yeah, they leave opportunity for you to really express your skill. Like the skill expression in this game is vast. You know, it's for the theory crafters who love building. It's for the movement heads who like outplaying their opponents with movement. It's for the aim trainers who sit in aim labs for like 90 hours a day before they play a game. You know, it's got a little bit of everything for everybody, and I think that's what makes this game so great, right?
Yeah, I think that's one of the most special parts about it. I think everybody can find their own niche. Like I
Mm,
think, especially once the hero pool expands even a little more,
yeah.
like I feel like everybody will be able to be like, "Oh yeah, this is my character.
Hmm.
This is how I set up my character. This is what I'm gonna do." Like I feel like everybody is able to like flare their own play style, and if
Yeah.
they're good enough, you can express it like in a way that's different than what's expected of that character.
Yeah. I
That's what I
think.
really like.
Yeah, I think that's like part like MOBAs and hero shooters. I think that what attracts people is that people can find their identity within the game, as in like you're becoming like a superhero of sorts in the game. And with Deadlock, you could express your creativity a little more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like I feel like you can see so many people like building and interacting with just specific parts of characters' kits in Deadlock, and
Yeah.
like really like full sending a specific concept. And I think that shit's really fun. I really like, especially with like the character I play the most, and most people know me for playing Lash. There's
Right.
so many different ways you can take the character. Like traditionally, most people would just go for like a slam setup, but I've seen Lashes do all kinds of crazy shit, like building completely differently, and
Yeah.
it's fun to see like how people can take like one character formula and completely change it
Yeah.
for
People are
their own
creative.
taste.
Yeah. And you may have it perform relatively well, or if you know at least viable. Like I've seen gun lashes, I've seen melee lashes, I've seen ult only lashes. So you had the slam, you had the flog maxing. Like you have all kinds of lashes, and then obviously every character has the opportunity to have multiple different routes for each. And I think that's the beauty of MOBAs in general, for one. But then when you're incorporating like the third person aspect of it, like it just it adds that level of like interest to it. So I think I'm glad this game's here. To be honest.
Yeah, I'm fascinated by Deadlock's build craft. Like it's a treasure trove, and I'm not shy from like the topic myself because
Hmm.
I've played an unhealthy amount of World of Warcraft and Destiny,
Yeah.
so I'm vastly familiar with like building into specific things and like seeing what works and
Right.
experimenting. And in Deadlock, it's no different. I feel like I find myself half the time just sitting in the lab, just testing random stuff out.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
it's a blast. I mean, it's just finding new things to do is always a fun thing.
definitely. I mean, we already kind of covered this, but like, what is like your main character? I mean, we did cover it just now, but like, I mean, let's get into the nitty gritty of like why you choosing before people know you as Lash, and now you have Mina. Like what? And this it's your characters you like mechanically well, but tell us more about it. Like what let you made you choose it? What do you like about it? What keeps you going playing those characters? And where do you see yourself going with that?
So, fun fact,
Uh huh.
my first Deadlock game I ever played, I
Okay.
actually locked Yamato,
Ah.
and I went a solid like 3 and 14.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and as soon as that happened, I kind of went to the drawing board and I was just looking at characters that I'd be interested in playing. I played 7 for a while. I was like, "Oh, this is fun."
Yeah.
I get to just run people over basically. But eventually I picked Lash, and it took quite literally just one game of me grappling and
Mm.
realizing how fucking high you get sent up,
Yeah.
and I was just like, "This is the greatest thing ever." Like, as soon as I figured out, like, "Oh, this is a movement tool, and there's, like, infinite applications of this ability," I was like, "Well, this is fantastic."
Mm-hmm.
The other thing I really gravitate towards with characters is I love like feedback loops. I love a character whose kit like plays into itself like super well. Like
Yeah.
just well designed kits that play into itself. That's why I play characters like Lash, Mina, and Furnace.
Hmm.
Is because all three of those characters, like all of their like buttons really play into each other. And I feel like it it blesses you if you're good at knowing how to use them.
No, definitely, yeah. I mean, you get high with grapple, we slam down, and we said feedback loop, or my thought was feedback abilities because the abilities feel really good to use with Lash, like stomping
Oh
on, like
yeah,
let's say a huge wave of minions. It's
instant clearing a camp, instant
yeah,
clearing a wave,
or getting
like
that last hit on a player like from 20 miles up is it's just it's a
it is
dopamine
an
rush.
ethereal feeling.
Or
Like the
getting a
first
6-man
time
like death slam.
getting a fat ult, oh my god.
Yeah,
Yeah, every single like I could like recall those like moments, like baby's first lash slam, baby's first ult, like
yeah,
having that big moment in a team fight where it's like, I got
yeah. Five,
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 and
five,
I
five,
just
six, six, six,
fucking
six, 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 six. Yeah.
guys look, and your whole team just doesn't look where you throw
Oh
them.
no.
That's the bad part about Lash, but we don't talk about that. We only talk about Lash is fun. Lash
Yeah,
is the
you just
greatest
talk about
character
he
ever.
flies through the air and steps on people. That's all you got to do.
Exactly, he's got a big foot.
He's got a big foot. How about Mina?
I think what got me interested in Mina when the hero update dropped is one, she was the only character you could play when the update dropped. So I was like,
Yeah,
okay, I'm just gonna devote most of my time to just playing this character. And I think it was a combination of like hero release order. I dumped like over 60 votes into Drifter and he turned out to be the very last character, or second to
dude, me
last
too. I
character.
dumped out a lot into Drifter, but
And I must say, as soon as Drifter dropped, I was sorely disappointed. I was not interested in his kit whatsoever. And I think that's due in part to the fact that I was just so damn infatuated with Mina's kit.
yeah,
I think what interested me the most when I started playing Mina is I didn't think like Love Bites or like her rake was anything spectacular.
yeah,
I mean, you can see those concepts like in other characters. Like you have Mirage Jinmark, you have Mo Scorn for like rake. Those are like
yeah,
referential. And Sanguine, like in an essence, it's similar to like Dynamo Quantum, but what made it so different was the fact that it was a double blink
yeah,
that can quite literally dodge like anything. And as soon as like that like registered with me, being able to like dodge paradox swap, dodging infernus ult, dodging pocket affliction, dodging like lash ult. You can dodge whatever you want. You just have to be good enough to use it. And I think that's what I like. It's like a character that has a really high skill floor, not easy access whatsoever. Like you really have to like push yourself to the limit. And I felt that especially picking her up because she was like horrible when she dropped.
yeah. She
You know,
was
I
pretty
know
bad. I'm not gonna lie.
I hear a bunch of fucking people now that are like, Mina's broken, Mina's
Mina's
broken. You're
broken.
playing an
I
OP
think she's
character. I was like, I'll have you know, I was day one playing that character when she was lowest win rate in the game.
yeah.
Absolutely horrendous kit. Like, I don't want to hear it. I've been sticking with her the entire time.
No, yeah. I
So
think
now
she's
that
a good
she's
character.
good, I think people are just upset because like the people who figured out how to pilot her are just fucking popping off.
Yeah,
Does she need to be nerfed? Oh yeah, 100%.
I
But
think I
like
think we will see it.
we'll see me in the nerfs. I don't doubt it in my mind. I just don't. I hope they don't go the route of reverting because I think some of the quality changes, like the love bites taking one less bullet, I think those are positive changes overall. It makes the game flow for her feel so much like better. But I
Yeah,
will say them like dropping the ult cooldown twice every single patch was like
the
I don't know
ult
how I
the
feel
ult
about that.
the ult is just the ult is like almost like at zero at this point. Honestly.
Yeah, it's kind of like Paradox ult. It's just like instead of it being like an OPS team fight ult, it's a OP macro ult. Like
Yeah,
just
and then again,
every
one thing,
56
the
seconds.
only gripe I have with Mamina, yeah, she's strong in the lane. I think she's a strong character. She does so much spirit damage. But why does she delete objectives that fast? I think that's absurd how fast she can delete objectives.
I've been abusing it constantly,
Yeah,
and like I feel like you should. I don't think. I don't think it should be in the game. I mean, I feel like what people have kind of failed to understand is that they kind of like overestimate how insane the ult is. Cause like, don't get me wrong, if you have good stacks and you have your ult maxed, you
Hmm.
can just nuke a walker.
Yeah.
But if you really want to nuke stuff, you have to get Spirit Burn. So like I'll hear in my games like a lot of people calling like, "Oh, we can rush mid boss because
Hmm.
Mina has ult up on our team." It's like, no, the fuck we can't. If I don't have Spirit Burn, that mid boss is taking 0 damage.
Yeah.
Like it requires you to max out your ult and buy a tier 4. Now, don't get me wrong, both of those are like advisably a fantastic things to
Yeah.
do. So
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you should be doing it every game anyways. But people act like you can just do it like fucking minute 10, and it's like I don't know if you can do that. I don't think that's how that works. Like you
Yeah.
you got to get some setup, but like once you have the juice, like yeah, it's kind of fucked. Like if you let a lane unchecked and Amina just walks down there, say fucking bye bye to your walker, that's gone instantly.
Yeah. No, definitely. I mean, 100%. Because like, I just want to like say like, is if you think about every other character in the game with like huge ults, no one can do it like Mina, and I think that's absolutely absurd. Because like, it doesn't seem like her kit is supposed to be like, let's say, a base buster, but now she is. Right. Like
Yeah, I feel like
McGinnis would make sense. Yeah, but then Mina, it just seems like it's something that shouldn't be in the game, and I'm sure it's gonna be nerfed. But yeah,
yeah, I mean, they did it with McGinnis. They did it with like every other ult that shredded walkers.
yeah,
I think both of us remember Day One Magician.
yeah, yeah.
That
Uh,
assistant, as soon as that got placed down, say bye. That was
mm-hmm.
gone so quick. I hadn't seen walkers taken quicker. Up until like Mina dropped, I don't think I've seen walkers taken quicker
Yeah,
on like Day One Sinclair. That was brutal.
not
But
probably yeah. I mean,
I think
nowadays,
they're uh I think they're focused on trying to get rid of like those weird cases where a character can just like fucking 100 to 0 walker in five
yeah.
seconds.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. As a pocket player, I've been afflicting towers like as soon as I get to them. I mean, it's a good. I mean, I don't know if it's a as good of an interaction as like let's say the others, but it's still pretty good. I mean, you the percentage damage you get from pocket, the 12% works on towers, so that's
Mhm.
pretty big chunk substantially, and then the poison works at full damage as well. So for me, is value, but it's obviously not as fast and not as effective as some of the other characters. And I don't know if it's gonna be patched. I hope it doesn't because pocket has terrible objective damage anyways, and this is the only chance we could do it, and it's wasting an ult for it. But then at the same time, like let's say Mina does the same thing, ult for ult, Mina takes it in a split second, whereas pocket has to dance around the. If you walk away from the walker, by the way, when you ult it, the ult ticks do 0 damage. You have to be close enough for it to tick.
That's actually kind of crazy.
Yeah, so as a pocket, you have to dance around the walker as everyone's trying to kill you, while the poison ticks down the walker at the same time, and then it dies, and then typically by then you might die on pocket as well. But that's how it works. That's how I've been doing it.
That's the Mina experience when you don't have ult.
Yeah,
Like whenever I don't have ult and I'm like looking to take a walker, I will shoot it, I'll bait its stomp out, and then I'll instantly sanguine so I can
yeah,
get the extra bullets because I have tier 2.
mm-hmm.
And the fire rate. So I'll just blast that. And if like someone shows up, I got a second blink ready.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah,
even without the ult, she's super good at taking objectives. Like
yeah,
they nerf the ult, she's still going to be like a very big threat for like splitting walkers.
yeah. I mean, her damage output is really good in my opinion. Like, kind of insane. Like, she's very squishy as a character. But her damage output is insane in my opinion. Probably like one of the highest in the game, but there is drawbacks obviously. But yeah, I think it's really good.
Yeah, I think I like the direction they've taken her balance wise,
Yeah,
except for like the ult buffs. But I'm hoping that they keep with her core identity. I really hope they don't try and buff her tankiness that much
yeah,
because I like her being like super squishy. Like if you fuck up, you're dead. But
yeah,
like you have a 2 that can make it so you don't fuck up. You just
yeah.
have to be good. and I like
Yeah,
that.
I do like that too. They kept her squishiness, but they buffed her too, right? Which just allowed her survivability to like go up a lot. It's just that she is still just as squishy as she was ever been. And I like that. And I think that's the ice frog stuff. So that the Dodo way. If like you want to make sure characters have their identity and don't take that away. Like Bebop, when they nerfed Bebop, right? Bebop's identity is the hook and the bomb and then all that stuff. What they nerfed his tankiness. They took away his stamina bar, and they kept nerfing him that way. But his identity stayed the same, and I like what they're doing that with that direction for all the characters. Actually, like don't take away. And this is why I don't like certain games like League of Legends. What they do is they make everyone kind of the same. Everyone, all the characters' ranges like are very quite similar. They're nerfing kits. They're nerfing like they're tweaking numbers, right? They're tweaking the numbers down. Like yeah, you do it in Deadlock as well sometimes, but in Deadlock at least they look for other things to tweak before they tweak in the numbers to make everyone feel this too much of the same. Like Great Talent still does fat damage on arrows. Sinclair still does fat damage on his Vexing Bolt. They don't tweak those numbers. They're just tweaking other parts of the kit and then the character itself, so where it feels balanced in a different way.
Yeah, I agree. I really like the balancing philosophy. That being said, that segues into a question I have for you.
Okay.
In your opinion, what do you think are some of the characters in the game right now that are most in dire need of a rework? That being like even a ability change, like changing what an ability does.
Ability reworks. Ooh, I mean, rework is kind of difficult because then, I mean, I certainly have opinions on what characters feel weak right now that need buffs, but just reworks in general, like they could also be strong and still need a rework too. So there's a couple that come in mind. I'm actually looking at the tier list for characters right now. Let me bring your camera near. Pop you in there. Oh, there we go.
Oh, I'm here.
Yeah, you're here. But when it comes to like this list I'm looking at here, there's a couple that I've always thought about having some reworks. Like I think McGinnis was really in a weird place before because of how a turret works. I think now she's fine, but I think at one point McGinnis was feeling weird just because like, how do you balance her turrets? How do you balance her ult? How do you balance everything? It's really her kit's really cool, but balancing the turrets around in this game was quite difficult. But I think she's okay now. But that was like that I had that thought a while ago when she was really weak and then really strong. But right now I think it's 7. His 7 has been nerfed many times, but he still has a very substantial win rate. He's obviously one of the earlier characters in the game. But his kit is kind of odd to be worked around right now. I think it's fine, but then for one, the ball is pretty much useless. The characters with a useless ability, I think, kind of need reworks, right? 7, his ball is completely useless. At one point, it was too OP. It was a great farming tool, but like other than that, you don't really use it for fights or anything like that. So I feel like the ball just felt so out of place. It just doesn't do anything.
I agree with 7. I feel like what makes 7 weird is like his ball is so useless, but that doesn't mean he's bad because all of his other buttons are like absurdly strong.
Exactly.
Like they're insanely strong.
That's why I think he needs a rework, because it's just like he has, for one, a useless ability. 2, his other abilities are just way too absurdly strong. And I don't think it's just a number thing anymore, because the fact it's just how Storm Cloud. You press one button, you float in the sky for 20 minutes, you kill everything in sight. Is it counterable? Yes, but it's just if you overtune it, it's way too powerful. If you undertune it, it's completely useless. And how do you balance that? And you can't really do much with it in terms of like changing the ability itself, right? It's just a press button, you stand in the sky. They added a little lightning bolt, you know, You remember that? That made the character way overpowered just by adding a lightning bolt. It made the character way overpowered. It's crazy to think about that, and that's why this character stands out for me when you think of needs a rework. Also, I don't think his third ability I don't think his third ability should shred spirit resistance. I don't know why. Like it's too powerful, and especially in the competitive scene.
Yeah,
Like,
I think that power surge is just such like a overtuned button, especially
mhm,
like because of how strong it can make him in lane.
yeah,
Getting that first like tier 1 upgrade and having your power surge up every 30 seconds, that's every single wave cycle. Like the
yeah,
7 will have that, and that's like one of the best lane shoving tools in the game,
yeah, and
which is
camp
crazy. It's just free pressure.
100%, and camp killing too.
I think the character that comes to mind for me
Hmm.
beyond 7, I think the one that's always lingered in my head is Yamato.
Okay.
I think Yamato's bound for like a big significant rework to how a lot of her
Yeah,
buttons play. I think namely her 2,
you
the flying
grapple.
strike.
Hmm.
I think I've seen so many people complain about like why the fuck is Yamato like bending space and time and going through walls after she
Yeah,
pressed 2 on me from like 50 feet away. I don't think that's fun. Like
I think
I,
at this point you have to think of this is how I think about it for the grapple of Yamato. It's a teleport, not a grapple. Once
Wait,
if you
yeah,
think
that
about
is
it that way, if you think about it as like a blink onto a character, then like it starts to be okay, and that's how I conceived it in my head. It doesn't it
uh,
visually she goes through walls, but no, if you think about it this way, she just teleports onto you and slashes.
yeah, which now for balancing and changing how that ability works, I feel like they got to think about it a little bit more because now they're striking into similarities with like the drifter too, the
Hmm.
little orb you throw and teleport onto them.
Yeah,
I don't know. I feel like the whole like bit with Yamato, especially because her 1 is like the most of her damage.
yeah,
I think it's like skill shot oriented. I wish that the 2 would be more like there'd be more skill from the Yamato side besides, oh, I press 2 on you, I'm going to appear at you, and then
yeah,
you're gonna do damage to me, but then I'm gonna ult. As soon as there's debuffs on me, I'm just gonna fucking ult and
yeah.
you're running away like instantly. Like I don't know. It's just I don't think what I don't like about Yamato's kit is that it doesn't allow much interactability on the receiving end. I feel like you're just kind of like subject to what the Yamato is doing in that moment unless you
Yeah,
just are able to shred her before she can like get anything off, you know?
yeah, for sure. As a Yamato player, I think I mean I think her 1 is super fun. I really enjoy it. But her 2, I agree that it feels bad. For 1, it just feels bad. It's not really fun to play with. It's just overall her kit definitely does feel outdated. It is. She's from Neon Prime, and it's
Yeah.
she her kit
Uh
and model are not reworked yet.
I think at its core, I think Yamato's identity, like she has some strong points. Like her 1 should stay. I don't think the 1 should change.
Yeah.
Like maybe very minor tweaks to how it
Hmm.
operates, but like at its core, I think the charge slash is like it's fun. It's fun for Yamatos to play with. Like it does
Yeah.
a fuck ton of damage. Like it's a satisfying button to hit and land on people.
Yeah.
But I feel like that comes at the cost of her other buttons just not feeling very gratifying. Like I
Yeah.
feel like her 3 offers a lot of significant healing in team fights
Hmm.
and it can be really huge. It has its moments, but
Hmm.
it doesn't feel like something you're actively like thinking about as much as, oh, I want to hit my 1 and just do like 800 damage to you
Yeah.
immediately.
I mean, I personally think her 3 is a very strong ability. It allows her to trade really effectively well because it reduces the enemy's fire rate by 50%. So I mean with 1 point in it. So it's her 3 is a part of what makes her kit or makes her one of the best laners in the game, especially against gun characters, right? Like
Yeah.
like Yamato, I think she's one of the best laners. She has the right click grenade thing that lets her poke from insane distances wherever you are because there's no damage drop off for the right click. If they get close enough, especially on a Gen character, you use the Crimson Slash, which is the 3, and the character cannot trade with you whatsoever just because they have no fire rate, and you heal like 100 HP off of it. And then during the mid range, you have your Power Slash to get anybody who's even trying to step up to the wave. So I think with her 1 and 3 and her right click, it I think those are maybe what makes her really good. Her 3 may not be interesting as an ability in general. It's just like a kind of a crescent slash, but I think it's what allows her to be so good, where she is right now. And having her ult kind of reset everything kind of makes sense to me. Before, when it used to make her invulnerable, that was cool. Or we used to heal her, that was, she had her moments of being absolutely overpowered. But I think like right now, she's finally in a place where she's not too overpowered.
Yeah.
But
I think at her core though, I think the 1, the 3, and the right click, those are like parts of her identity that I'm a big fan of.
yeah,
I think a lot of people love to like complain and whine about going up against a Yaman lane that's just fucking spamming right click at you, but like
yeah,
that's her only poke option for like honestly, like that is
yeah,
her only way of like doing anything to you from like mid to long range.
yeah.
So like I it doesn't bother me that much. Like
Mhm.
respect the distance, that's it.
Yeah. I mean, I think with Yamato, she does feel dated. I do wish she had a little bit more love, a little bit more work on her, because I do like the character a lot. It's my second most played. And I do enjoy her. I just wish there was more love for her. That's about it. I
I'm
hate her
the
character
complete
model.
opposite.
Yeah.
I do too. I'm the complete opposite. I fucking despise Yamato. But like that comes from a place of me wanting her to be a more interesting character.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah,
feel like there's a lot of potential with her identity. I just think they need to lock in and figure that out cuz
yeah.
I'm tired of fighting Yam the way she's been.
No, yeah, I agree. I mean, like when I used to play a lot of Yamato, the only way I could play her was if I added a Yamato skin mod, make it look better. I just can't stand the current model. I don't know. It's the
I
big
don't I
forehead, the
don't think
blue.
I've seen a single Yamato player not play with a mod. Like I
Yeah,
feel like every Yam player I've watched is playing with some sort of fucking mod on her just cuz like I don't know, it's a big alien with a big forehead. I don't know, it just
this
looks kind
looks
of dopey.
unflattering, and I want to be a cool samurai girl. You know what I mean? Like, give me a cool samurai girl. And
That's
you
why
know
I'm
what?
waiting for them to drop that rework. I need to see the fully realized Yamato.
If when they do, I think Yamato might rise up in pick rate so far.
Oh,
Like
100%.
I think she's at a state where the hype for her rework is at like an all time high, maybe even like Mina high. Because for one, the Gooners. Two, she already has a following of Yamato players, right? And then like honestly, when the rework drops, I'm spamming it because I mean that's all I really wanted to wait for. And I think when that day comes, I think Mina might have a competition for best girl.
That's crazy. I mean, Lash is the best girl, but
Oh yeah.
we don't talk about that. Real ones, no. No, I think that's gonna like skyrocket her pick rate. I feel like there's a ton of people that love like that. I just want to lock the samurai character with the
Yeah.
big sword and just do cool shit. I mean,
That's why
like
Genji
that's
was
like
popular, right?
exactly. That's why like Genji is so fun for that reason. Like you just get to be a ninja and just do cool shit.
Yeah.
It's simple, but it's true. It's like people love that shit. They'll eat it up.
Yeah, everyone wants the ninja. Like, okay, there's like archetypes, right? Everyone wants the ninja. Everyone wants like the big tanky brawler. Everyone wants like that cool mage. Like there's archetypes that everyone wants, right?
I feel like a
The
lot of the really popular characters in games always end up being like the ninja samurai archetype.
ninja
Like
samurai, yeah.
rare Mira League mention Yasuo. Like I mean,
Yasuo, yeah.
there's so many motherfuckers that love playing Yasuo for that reason specifically.
Yeah,
Like
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a cool, edgy samurai ninja lover. That's like, if I were playing League of
I,
Legends, I'd probably play. I want to play Yasuo or like the other guy, Yone, the two swords.
I think if I ever played League, I could only do it like a top laner. I'd have to play like set. I want to just punch the fuck out of people. I
Yeah,
think that's like my that's what I do in League.
I was a
Um,
mid laner in Dota, and my mains were I played all the ninja motherfuckers. I played Ricky, who goes invisible, like for 90% of the time. I played Anti Mage, who teleports all over the place, but he looks like a teleporting ninja. But mostly everyone I played was or Juggernaut, who literally was a samurai. I played like literally all the ninja slash samurai characters in Dota, and that was like my archetype. And I originally played Yamato for those reasons, but I could not back then when I was choosing my main. Yeah, kind of. I was playing Yamato as well, but I was atrocious at Yamato for one, and two, I didn't want to put in the effort to get good at her because her forehead was so goddamn big. Like she was cool, but she was not cool. Yeah, like you know what I mean. And then that's why I went to Pocket. Pocket was cool and edgy. He teleported everywhere. He was kind of like a ninja. He's an assassin, but like burst mage assassin. Like he fit that role for me, where Yamato could not.
Yeah, I feel like there's like a whole different sub archetype of like assassins and characters that are like spirit oriented, just like
Yeah,
go in, drop a fucking nuke on somebody, and then leave. You know.
yeah. That's
And
who I like playing.
That's like that's the sauce right there. That's fun.
Yeah, that's why I started playing. I played a lot of Calico. I mean, Calico is kind of whatever right now, but I played a lot of Calico too because that was like that archetype, like ninja, cat, burst, assassin, runaway. Keywords always run away.
Yeah, always run away. Oh man, I hated like E shift into ult into guaranteed escape every single time.
I did that a lot. When E shift was 3K.
One of the single greatest balancing decisions ever made in Deadlock was making that nether tier 4. I don't think many people respect how great of a change that was, but as someone who played Lash like almost exclusively during that era, the feeling of dread going for an ult and just seeing like 5 shadows is just like an atrocious feeling. Now I'll just get counterspelled. But like, you know, they had to press their parry button.
Yeah, it's a skill shot.
Yeah, they had to press their parry button, so I don't feel as bad. But like when they literally just like were sitting AFK, like doing nothing, twiddling their thumbs, and like, oh, I hear the bells, I'm just gonna press my fucking E button, and I'm gone for 4 seconds later, nerd. Like, I was just okay. It's not the most fun thing ever.
Yeah, no, for being 3K, it was not that fun. But I as Pocket, I used to buy it every single game. I think it was probably Pocket's most important item. Not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, I think it's really important on Mina now as well.
Yeah,
I know Pocket. A lot of Pockets still buy that item pretty religiously.
Like against like a Billy. This is Billy will his ult chain gang whatever. It lasts for like quite a bit of time, so you can't necessarily dodge it with cloak. I mean, with satchel, you can't cloak out of it because it disables movement abilities. You can't warp stone out of it. So the only option I really have is either counterspell it or E shift. But I don't want to sit in there with counterspell, so E shift is perfect for Billy. So I've been blocking.
Yeah, I think same reason for me getting E shift into Billy. Like I feel like in a team fight on Mina, if you get chain gang, that's a death sentence. You are gone.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
There's nothing you can do unless you have E shift, really.
Yeah.
Because like being so squishy and just not having Sanguine up for like those several seconds, like that window, they're all focusing you because they know as soon as that window's over, you're gone.
Yeah.
Like they're not going to get you.
Like
they will put everything into killing you. Same with Pocket.
100%. I mean, my typical counter buy or pick versus like silences, because like silences would also kind of nerf or like hold Pocket now, or even hold Pocket now, and or even Mina. I used to buy like Warpstone. Warpstone's 3K, and you just, if they silence you, you just Warpstone around, jump around a little bit until the silence is over, and then you go back to doing whatever you need to do. But with Chain Gang, you can't do that. Or even if they also have a slowing hex on top of it, you know what I mean? Can't really Warpstone out of it, but
you only got one debuff remover at the end of the day.
Yeah,
we're not playing Victor. We can't spam that shit with his jump start.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah. So E shift gets rid of all of that.
Great item. I think it's I don't think that item really needs much touch up. I think it's in a great spot.
At 6K now, but because it also gives you the buffs. I use it for the buffs. Like if as Pocket, if I'm going in, I flick them, then I E shift, then after E shift, I have this big, like 20 spirit buff and spirit resistance and movement speed, and I can do whatever the fuck I want afterwards. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a really great item. I think it kind of serves like both a utility and an offensive purpose, which I
Yeah,
really like. I think it strikes a good balance now.
yeah. I think it's good. Uh
Um,
what? Another more questions I just brought up for myself. Or for you. What brought you to Deadlock? What is it?
what brought me to
Yeah.
Deadlock?
How did you get here to Deadlock? What enticed you? What attracted you?
So I think for me, as a longtime Valve fan and someone who played TF2 religiously,
Hmm.
I remember the days when Deadlock wasn't Deadlock. I remember the days before Deadlock was Neon Prime. I
Yeah.
remember when Deadlock was a rumored project called Citadel.
Hmm.
And when I heard that Citadel, like the concept of the game, I was like, "Oh, this is interesting. I wonder how this is going to turn out." And then I heard a Neon Prime and I was like, "Oh, they changed it up quite a bit, but this still looks really unique and interesting." But as soon as they like found the right theming, that like 20s occult,
Yeah.
roaring 20s, like super jazzy, just it gravitated me. Just the atmosphere of the game itself. And like someone who doesn't play MOBAs and someone who like came into Deadlock as their first MOBA, I didn't really like expect much gameplay wise. I was like, if anything, I'm playing a Valve game, so I know I'm at least gonna have a good time. But those first couple games were special. It completely opened my eyes to like one, a completely new genre of game that I just hadn't experienced before, but
Hmm.
two, Deadlock was just executed so uniquely.
Yeah.
Even like when early access first dropped like publicly, um God, I remember like a year ago how shit the game looked. But
Oh
even
yeah.
then, like it still at its core was just such a unique, fun game. So I think it just had its allure just right off rip. As soon as I like got my hands on it and started playing, I just don't think I could ever put it down.
Yeah. No, I mean like honestly the occult noir theme, 1920s thing has never been done before, and I think it's like so unique. And that was really exciting. And being a MOBA shooter, I mean, first, not first of its kind, but it's like you don't see it often. And I think I'm not gonna lie to you, I think there's been a drought in MOBAs. Like Dota and League of Legends have been at the top of the charts for so long, and there have been games that tried, like Predecessor, Gigantic, a couple of others that I don't remember because
Smite.
Smite, yeah, Smite, it was popular. Maybe like it's up there, but then it's kind of dying out. And all this, I know all
Mhm.
the Smite players came to Deadlock. All the top Smite players and pros are playing Deadlock right now. And
Yeah, I mean,
uh,
it's just such a unique environment. I feel like Deadlock is a game I've been playing that I've seen such a wide variety of people from all different kinds of games. Pros,
mhm,
like pros from fighting games, pros
yeah,
from Overwatch, pros from Valorant, League, Dota, Smite. Like you see everything. TF2, like
hmm,
there's something for everybody, and I really like that. It just feels like a big melting pot of just different kinds of play styles interacting at once.
yeah. I think that's super cool. Like it's kind of like that new. It's like MMA, like your UFC. Like when UFC became a thing way back when, it was just boxing and kickboxing, and then you do taekwondo karate. But then there was like a dude who wanted to jam everything all together and create the UFC or mixed martial arts and stuff like that. It's kind of like this like Deadlock. It feels like a accumulation and a big mashup of a bunch of other games, and people want to come to Deadlock because they want to like challenge themselves across all the genres that they've gained skills from or with in the past. Shooting, MOBA,
Hmm.
like techniques, whatever you got. I feel like that's kind of what it is. But that got people
Yeah,
in.
I think for me with Deadlock, especially with like the mechanics, I feel like there is just something for me from everything I've learned.
Hmm.
I'd play like an Overwatch, I'd play a lot of Tracer and Cassidy. So like I got really good at aiming
Yeah.
and shooting people in the head and tracking.
Hmm.
But I also got really good at movement from all the games I played, and just like being able to like put those together and then put like my build craft theory craft knowledge to the test in like a competitive environment. It's just been super fun figuring stuff out and seeing what works. Like it's been an incredible journey.
Yeah, definitely a journey indeed with Deadlock. Honestly, like, yeah. I mean, with Deadlock, I think it's super cool. I mean, we covered like a lot of that genre stuff already, but let's move on to more about you. Less about Deadlock. You have any new content on the way?
Any new videos?
Yeah, videos or whatever what you want. Yeah.
Um I mean, I always say I got stuff in the works, but that usually boils down to whenever I'm deciding to actually do stuff for YouTube. But um I think for me right now, what I want to do the most as far as like making new content goes is
Hmm.
I really want to like show people Mina's potential.
Right.
I feel like a lot of people like whenever I get into a game with somebody and they recognize me, like, oh my god, it's the Lash guy.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't mind being the Lash guy, but there's already a couple Lash guys. I want
Yeah.
to be the Mina guy.
Yeah. Yeah. There's like idol right now, but it's Mina's still pretty new enough to where you could just like find your own little thing. Cause like, yeah, Lash guy, because there's even Visionary still gets called Lash guy, and he hasn't played Lash in like months, right?
Yeah, he has not touched Lash properly in a long time.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't think he's considered really a Lash guy anymore. Well,
I'll have people comment on my videos constantly like, "When's the next Lash video?"
yeah.
It's like I've I love Lash and I
Yeah.
will always play Lash, but like, after the 10th Flash video, like, let me make something different.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you don't
I
want
want
to.
to experiment and play this game differently. I don't want to just play Lash 24/7. As fun as it is, it runs its course, and I'm trying to do something different every once in a while.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. No, for sure. For sure. I mean, so we're gonna see some Mina stuff coming up soon.
yeah, I want to
Mira,
get
Mina.
some more gameplay, some more VODs from my games of just me pub
Okay.
stomping on her. Um, a lot of people really liked the montages I made.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I'm definitely in the interest of making a Mina
It's good
montage
stuff.
because I think some like really high level flashy Mina gameplay would be pretty crazy to watch. I think people would enjoy
I
that.
think they would. Honestly, Mina is on. I think Mina is on the higher end of the skill ceilings. So showing like skill expression through Mina is pretty entertaining. I think, especially for the larger majority of like the demographic that watches Deadlock. I think
hmm
people when people see a good Mina, it's pretty crazy, really crazy.
People gravitate to like, and it's just like a general thing. I think it can apply to most every character, but
Mhm.
like seeing a character push to like what it can do, like its true limit, is just like a really fascinating thing to
Yeah,
see.
yeah.
Like with any character, like I've seen like top level McGinnis, and I'm like,
Oh
holy
yeah.
shit! Like these people are crazy. Like they are actually like
The
wizards.
things you could
Like
do
they
with the
just
wall and 2 stamina are insane. Like
yeah.
I don't get it. Yeah.
Like there are people playing with worse tools than me, and they're pulling crazier shit. It's
Yeah.
quite fascinating.
It is.
I
It
don't
is. And
know.
I'm over here with all the tools in the world with Pocket, and I'm just bumfuck nowhere. But
Don't say that.
yeah, I'm just kidding. Anyways, what's the future looking like for Mira? What do you like? Other than like, let's say the content, the videos, like, what are your goals and like your hopes and your dreams for where you want to be at?
Um, I mean, I think always the way I've approached like my just everything with what I've been doing with like my channels and like
Yeah.
playing Deadlock, it's just like it's a big hobby of mine. I'm here to have fun. My two favorite things, I say this a
Uh
lot.
huh.
My two favorite things are to teach people
Yeah.
and to learn new things.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Yeah.
I feel like in Deadlock, I'm learning something new every day,
100%.
and I think that just always will keep me like interested. Is like there's just so much stuff to learn. And I just love educating people. I love teaching people how to like play effectively or
Yeah.
like maybe even like really niche things to do. Like I had a lot of fun making my like movement guides and
Right.
stuff like that. Uh Lash guide TM pending soon.
Okay.
Maybe even a Mina guide, dare I say. I think both of those need to be dropped. I feel like we haven't had like a proper Lash guide dropped like
For a while, maybe.
for a while.
Yeah. But
And as far as Mina goes, I feel like any guides that have come out are like more first impression, like, oh, here's what you could kind of do, and like here's a theory of what you can do with this character. But like, I want to see someone who's like sweating Mina, like get into the nitty gritty of like, what can this character do? What is the crazy shit can you do? Like, what are the niche interactions? All that
yeah,
sort of
yeah.
stuff. And I feel like
The nuances
I'd
of
be
it.
interesting and delivering in that department.
Yeah.
I feel like I think I have. She's my third most played character now. By the
Already?
way, I have almost 100 games on her.
Okay, 100. Never mind. I
Um,
thought it was gonna be crazy, but 100 makes sense.
I I have like you wouldn't believe this for how like talked about my lashes.
Yeah.
I only have like 500 games on him.
Okay.
I don't stick to one character exclusively. I like to really dabble.
Yeah.
That being said, though, I have characters that I have like 1 or 0 games on,
Yeah.
and they'll probably remain that way because like you'll catch me dead if I'm playing Mo and
Oh
Krill. Like
yeah.
like if you see Mira playing Mo and Krill, like
That's a
that's your
it's
sign to like
it,
unsubscribe, unfollow, never watch the channel again.
or
Like that's a new low.
it's a imposter
Yeah, or like someone's like
skinwalker.
killed me and taken over my stream or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I could ever do that.
Want to guess how many games I have in pocket?
I'm gonna go in the ballpark of between 1,500 and 2,000.
You are correct.
I'm a good
I think
guesser.
I'm at
What can
like
I say?
1,000, like maybe 600, like 1,005.
That's fire. I mean,
Yeah.
I know some motherfuckers that like are unbelievably devoted. Look at bananas. Like we don't want
Bananas,
to talk about bananas bebop games.
5,100.
5,000. When I saw the stream noti is like 5,000 games on Bebop achieved, I was scared actually. I was like, how could
Yeah.
someone sit and play Bebop for that much time? Like Bebop's funny. Bebop is funny, but is Bebop funny for 5,000 games? That's really the question.
Yeah. I mean, if you watch his streams, he seems like he's losing it, but I'm sure it's part of the character and the content. But
Yeah.
yeah.
He,
But
he is like he's like John Bebop though. So
John, yeah, he is.
I don't know anybody else actually that is like that dedicated to the one trick as bananas. Like
No, 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 no. I mean,
I don't think there's really many.
Martini used to be the Hayes guy. He had like 2,000 Hayes games, but then he took a break.
This is true.
He took a break.
Yeah, I remember playing with Martini and I looked at his
Yeah,
like I'll open up Deadlock sometimes and I'll just go through my friends list and like look at people's games and see how many games they have played. Like Martini has so many on Hayes.
yeah.
I know I looked at like I was looking at average Jonas's.
Okay.
His Bebop games is also
Is up
absurd.
pretty
Like
high. Yeah.
I think it's more than between 2 and
Is
3,000,
it?
something like
That's
that.
last I
Yeah,
checked. It was like 1,000 something. But yeah,
he has a ton of games on Bebop. It's a pretty crazy amount.
yeah. I mean, hey, if you like what you like, why change it, right?
Oh, exactly. I feel like
I'm still
everybody's
playing
got their
Pocket. I
own
mean,
interests. Yeah, I mean, I think at the end of the day, I don't think I can see myself like I think I found my 3 with Mina, Lash, and Furnace. I don't
yeah.
think I could like ever deviate from those 3,
Hmm.
but I definitely will be like playing new characters. Obviously,
Yeah.
just I feel like I found like my core, what makes me me.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's what's important, right? At the end of the day, I think everyone needs to make
Mhm.
sure they find their core and what they're happy with in the realm of Deadlock. So, like,
Oh, 100%.
if you got your big three, then that's all you can ask for. Don't go too far. If you want to push ranks, if you want to let's say like get to Returnus or whatever, I think it's good to keep the pool small. You want to master your small pool. I think that's important. I think I was talking to somebody about this. Look at how many one tricks that became high elo or high Eternus. you got to Eternus Plus with Lash only. Pocket had, I mean, I don't had Pocket. And then like everyone has like had their like a lot of players had Haze, Pars had Haze, etc. I think if you were trying to improve one trick until you get to where you want, and then you can start expanding. I think that's what I see a lot of people do.
I think I knew that I made it as far as like becoming notoriety or having like notoriety as a one trick for Lash when like I will load into a game as Lash and someone will be like, "Oh fuck, it's Mira on Lash.
Yeah.
We're low key cooked." And I'm like I'm just sitting there just like, "Oh, I'm about to hit some fucking evil shit this game."
Yeah.
I need a troll just for the bit, you know.
Yeah. No, that's the best though. I want that
Instilling
infamy.
fear.
Yeah.
Having infamy is a great feeling.
Yeah.
It is such a I'm not even gonna say it's an ego boost, but it's just like it's a fulfilling thing. It just feels good to be like, yeah,
I
I'm really fucking
yeah.
good at this character, and people are scared of that.
Do you play anything else other than Pocket? Like
Yeah, no, it's so funny.
or
It's like I'll play on a new character, and people are like, "Damn, you fucking suck. Go back to
yeah,
life."
exactly. Yeah. I had a case where I played a game and my team was like, "Oh shit, we have tridanium on Pocket, we win." I'm like, "Oh shit, now there's pressure on." And we end up
It's like,
losing, and it's like, it's not a guaranteed, buddy. Not a
yeah,
guarantee.
you know, you jinxed it. You know,
Yeah.
you're supposed to be like you're supposed to not say anything actually.
But don't put the pressure on me because once there is, then I get stage fright. You know, I get stage fright.
I'm a big proponent of not letting your thoughts become words in this game.
Hmm. Speak.
I'm a big proponent of being level-headed. Now,
Yeah.
that's not to say that I'm not a little toxic sometimes,
Yeah.
because I feel like a little toxicity is in everybody, and I feel like being a little asshole, it's fun. I like being a little
Yeah.
asshole sometimes, but at the end of the day, to play Deadlock effectively and to see improvement and to like make good decision making, you just got to have a level head. If
Hmm.
there's something that's stressing you out in the game, like someone's on the enemy team that you know is like a very high skill player, like
Hmm.
don't worry about it. Just try and play your lane, play your game. Just focus on yourself. Don't focus on what they're doing.
100%.
Focus on what they're doing in a macro sense, but don't focus on what they're doing like, "Oh shit, I'm going up against this guy. I'm fucking cooked." Because
Yeah.
as soon as you say that, then you've kind of already admitted defeat.
Yeah. I mean,
Keep headstrong.
the way I think about it, and I love playing against like let's say really good players. Like yesterday, played against the Do and Par stack, and then I
Ugh.
swapped into their lane because I want that experience. I want more experience against tough players because that's how you improve the most. You know, put yourself in the highest pressure and see how you end up out on the other end. So I wanted that, and there was a part of me in the past where I would be running away from that, right? I would see like let's say like you know of John and Sia and be like, oh no, I'm not gonna lose this. No, it's a learning experience right now. You know, fight the
Mhm.
good fight and don't give up, and keep a level ahead and see where you can improve on this, and you might even win the game. Because remember, they're only human, and humans make
Yep.
mistakes.
It's true. That's like what they always say
And the
that.
first mistake was queuing against you.
True, true, true. No, I mean, I definitely had that issue. I feel like I used to get really like pent up over having to play against someone that I knew was better than me.
Yeah,
Um, but especially recently when I was playing Mina and I was like dialing in on my mechanics and my macro and just making good decision making constantly,
yeah,
like taking on players that I know have like insane mechanics has been like fun. It's been more
yeah.
fun than like it has been daunting. Like shout out Ido. I love dueling Ido. I feel like every time I go up against Ido, me and him are just having like a fucking mechanic off where we're just like doing crazy ass like actions per second
Hmm.
and just doing a bunch of like it's like a Dragon Ball fight when me and him are dueling. It's
Yeah,
fucking fun. And I live for that. I mean, that's like that is the hype moment. Seeing like high mechanic players go head to head is
yeah,
like it's just fun to watch and it's fun to play. It's just satisfying to pull stuff off when you know that your opponent isn't like going to be fucking up
Yeah, no,
and they are going to be like trying to do their own thing while you're trying to do yours, you know?
yeah, 100%. I think what gets your blood rising and like your adrenaline up is when you get into those like high stress moments. You know, against this is why. By the way, this is why I play Pocket so much. This is why I fell in love with Pocket. Pocket, you could for one, or at least when I was playing him, it gave you an opportunity to outplay any situation with buttons, and I guess that's how I liked playing the game. So you could escape any situation in the world if you play correctly. You could, and essentially, walk away with a win. And it got my blood boiling every time I got out of like a 1v5 situation with like a sliver of my HP left, and then the whole team's like chasing me like across the entire map.
Cheeks clenched.
Cheeks clenched. Everyone's chasing
hands
me.
gripping mouse.
My team is taking
like...
everything on their entire map, and then just all chasing me. Like that. That got me excited. I don't know why. Just running away from like certain danger was like how I got excited with the game.
That's a great feeling. I love ankle breaking.
Yeah.
Being able to like have 4 people chasing me and just like baiting space on the map and having my team just take everything while they're all chasing me is like, it's exhilarating. It's the thrill.
Yeah.
You know this feeling very well as well. Like just being chased is just like, it's just fun. Cause like that really like, at the end of the day, that really shows like who knows the map best.
Exactly.
Who can like, who in a split second can make like the right call of where to go to like either catch you off or like, just completely escape them all. It's fun. It's a great feeling.
Yeah. So I mean, like, there's so many points or parts of this game where it just like really gets you excited. Like, like the mechanic 1v1 off, escape ankle breaking, like maybe even just like stat checking people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm like 20k above you, and you just stat check them, blow them up.
It's a great feeling.
It's just like, oh, I did my job farming all game, and now I can just stat check you. Yeah.
The calm 40k Mina approaching the 25k fucking Vindicta and just like pressing 3 buttons and just they're gone.
And
like,
how they're feeling, because you've been on the other receiving end, like. You've never
everybody has.
You've never seen this person yet, but they're like 40k ahead of you. But you've never seen them on the map. But it's coming. Eventually they're gonna step foot on the map, and they're gonna run through your entire team.
Yeah, it's like it's an unstoppable force.
Yeah, that's just not unleash it. And the next thing you know, you win because they haven't touched anything.
Yeah, they forgot to like they were doing their own macro. They forgot to do their team's macro.
Yeah, they forgot to play the game,
play the objective game.
Yeah, but it happens. Anyways, I think we're heading around the 1 hour mark, so I kind of want to close it out for the day. Before we head off, do you have any shout outs you want to give on, Mira? You want to have anything you want to say?
Shout out to all the Deadlock Downlow enjoyers. I hope everybody's been enjoying these past couple episodes. It's been fun to film. It's been a fun little project with the boys. Bringing us closer, making a little something for the community. It's been a lot of fun. Shout out to the podcast.
Shout out to the podcast.
Shout out to Try for hosting, being a goated host, getting this all set up. This man's work is somehow underappreciated. I think he needs higher praise for how much he's carrying in the Deadlock scene right now.
That means a lot to me. I don't think I'm carrying much, but I do my best. I'm just trying out there, and I think if we all try our best, I think we'll do well.
I agree.
Anyways, thank you for that. Appreciate it. For anybody watching, I hope you guys liked that episode. If you want more, please like, comment, and subscribe, and tell us what you want to see next. If you have any guests you want to see us bring on, do you have anything you want us to talk about, please leave comments down below. And in the meantime, just keep coming back and keep playing the game, and we appreciate every single one of you, and I love you all. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you guys next time on Deadlock Downlow.
Goodbye, everybody.